You've already addressed why it happened.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think it got to this point, though?
Gosh, I think it's like anything else. Human emotions get involved. I think that perhaps they feel like they really did a lot of nice things for Prime, and in many ways they did. We did a lot of nice things for one another. We worked hard. And I think, I mentioned the success of Prime here a minute ago. RUAG delivered on what they said they would deliver initially. We delivered on what we said we would deliver initially, especially given the extraordinary circumstances of what's come to be known as the Trump slump, right? I mean, everybody just knew that Hillary Clinton was going to be coronated president, and that was a whole different ballgame in terms of supply, pricing. We all understand this. This is an elementary fact at this point. And the fact that Prime did not crater and in fact actually flourished after that event of President Trump being elected was remarkable. And, I certainly don't take credit for it. There's a lot of things that just people came out of the woodwork to help us. And so I think, back to the point here, is that human emotions, that they feel in some way perhaps slighted, that they didn't own part of us, or it just, I think they're angry, quite frankly.
Looking back at the business relationship, if you could do it all again, would you? What would you change? Give me a little bit more on that.
So, interesting question, because it started off with a different CEO, a different management team. Cyril Kubelka was in charge of RUAG Amotech, and that's who we initially developed our relationship with. And then in, I think, spring to early summer of 2017, he resigned from RUAG Amotech, and they brought in a new CEO, Christoph Eisenhart. Both good guys, got along great with both of them, enjoyed their company personally, and believed in them from a business perspective. And I don't think a lot really changed when they changed management. But to answer your question, I wouldn't do anything differently at this point. I sat with Christoph and their head of business development at the time at dinner at SHOT Show, right before SHOT Show in 2018. And I trusted him. We shook hands. He said, "You have a deal." We had a very nice long dinner. It lasted a lot longer than we thought it was going to. And they said, "We have a deal." And then we proceeded to put that deal in writing, and we started to operate under it. And I can't think of anything I would do differently. I trusted them. They did ask me several times to keep them as their sole source of production for Prime, which I did. Now, in hindsight, obviously it's not great business to only have one supplier, and that is, now that I sit here and think about it, yes, I would probably have more. It's easy to say now I'd have more than one supplier. But I tried to show loyalty. I did show loyalty. And we sent them a whole bunch of cash. We made our wires every single month, weekly, and we sent them millions, almost $6 million in cash. So it was going really well. And I was told we were their highest margin customer in the United States. Because of our model, we sell direct, and we were able to pay a little bit more than everybody else was for these products. So they were making out really well in terms of their factory margins. And then we were taking products that could be more expensive than they are, and keeping the prices down by selling direct.
Let's say that you can reverse this situation,
Mm-hmm.
and they pay up or they sell or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think it's affected the brand?
Well, it's really hurt the brand, obviously. To not serve people who are used to, if they order by 3 o'clock on a weekday, it goes out the same day in good packaging that shows that we care from the pick, pack, and ship perspective. It's been very bad. It's been very, very difficult on the brand. Plus, I've really tried to stay quiet about all this to have a good chance to patch things up with RUAG Amotech. And so not saying much for a long time makes people wonder. So first part of your question, it's really hurt the brand. How it's affected me personally, this is business. Even though I think it's gotten personal on their side, it's not personal on my side. I don't dislike these people. I don't wish any ill will on them. I would like to get back to doing business, and I would keep them as one of several suppliers at this point. The one part that's been hard for me is, as you well know, you did a great interview with Mary Beth Olson for a great magazine. The kids, it's been really, that's the one part for me that has affected me personally, is not being, the kids call, and, you know, these are the kids that we supply, our sponsored shooters, and to not be able to send them product and pay for their travel and you know, get them into the competitions and stuff, that's been pretty hard. That has bothered me. Along with the lady shooters too. Obviously they're adults and they can handle it a little better, but the kids don't understand what's going on. They just know they're not getting product from us now.